modifying a bike is frequently a round of recognizing what to change, and what to take off alone. A few bicycles have credits that you'd need to feature as opposed to conceal, like the Ducati 900 Super Sport, and its notable trellis outline. On the stock machine it's scarcely looking out from behind a fairing. Dumping the fairing is a most optimized plan of attack to a fundamentally extraordinary look, however then you're looked with another test, the calculated standard made by the Edge. We've seen manufacturers get imaginative to work around this, yet we've never observed anybody work inside it. As of recently, this destroyed 2001 Ducati 900 SS that is Bistro Racer comes the distance from Russia, and it's a stand-out amongst the most imaginative employments of the duck trellis we've ever observed. The guilty parties are Birdie Customs, a little Moscow-based group headed by author Ilya. Ilya cut his teeth around 11 years prior in a bike workshop, where he'd develop another race bike each season. In any case, he in the long run progressed to building custom bikes, which he's been improving the situation the previous 3 years. Modifying bicycles in Russia isn't without its difficulties, the scene is little and resellers exchange parts can be rare. Based on this Ducati however, Ilya and co. appear to influence it to work. You ought to put stock in yourself and trust in your art, it will undoubtedly lead you someplace, he says. What's more, in case you're fortunate, you may wind up doing work that pays the bills, as well as makes you glad. The 900 SS is Birdie's most up-to-date discharge, yet Ilya's had thoughts for it coasting around for some time now. I believe that most Ducati Super Sport traditions are simply reorder things, he says. The main ventures I got genuinely roused by were those from Radical Ducati and Waltz Eagle motorcycles. Taking a gander at them, I comprehended that the best way to manufacture something genuinely extraordinary is to ignore other custom bicycles and begin with a clear slate. Immediately, the Birdie team knew they needed something low-through and cutting-edge. So they chose to drop the tank into the casing, leveling out the Ducati's thrilling outline. A roused thought, however it wound up being a significant activity as well. When all the first bodywork was done, the folks started the meticulous procedure of forming preforms for the new tank and tail, before trim the last parts utilizing a carbon weave. The back of the 900 SS outline was reconstructed to oblige the new tail area, which was topped off with a crisp calfskin roost. This implied an adjustment in situate tallness, so Birdie moved the foot controls down a few inches by means of new sections, to suit their client's stature. 3 Talk mag wheels from the mid-2000s don't precisely shout Bistro Racer, so an arrangement of spoke things from a Ducati Sport Classic went on, wrapped in Pirelli's retro yet Phantom Sportscom tires. To include some energy, the folks gave the spoke areolas a titanium nitride treatment for a brilliant complete, a procedure generally utilized on the fancy tops on Russian holy places. Birdie updated the front forks with new cartridges, at that point tuned the suspension all around to suit their client's edge. Enlivened by a QD exhaust framework, Ilya and his group got down to business, a total new box-style debilitate framework without any preparation. The head and taillights are unique cases as well, developed utilizing cast acrylic focal points with LED internals. The front's held set up by processed aluminum sections. Up in the cockpit are the main off-the-rack things, all in all bicycle, a brake and grasp supply set from Rhizoma. Birdie cleaned up the best triple clip, stripped the changes down to a base and included calfskin wrap grasps. The Ducati has no turn signals or speedo. We don't know how lawful that is in Russia, but rather it beyond any doubt makes for a straightforward setup. It has sensible elastic and bumpers at the 2 finishes however. Phew. For the last complete, Birdie needed to keep the bicycle proudly Italian. So it wears somewhat red, white and green, supplemented by a silver paint with the metallic quality that made them mix up it for cleaned aluminum at first. It's an idiosyncratic new bend on the great Super Sport Custom and we're borrowing it. What's more, it appears we're by all account not the only ones. When we completed the 900 SS, we couldn't avoid demonstrating it off, says Ilya. We chose to participate in a couple of shows where we got the most ideal prize, individuals' hearts.